Mr. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lee.
So yesterday, your President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented the 2024 budget, which sums up to around 27 trillion. Well, in his presentation, from pundits and commentators, people said that there has been a little bit of improvement, especially in terms of education and health. I don't know if you have gone through the budget, or maybe you have actually read the summary. What is your take on this budget, and how judicious do you think this president will perform in that budget, or will it just be another show of figures? But at the end of the day, everything will be looked. What's your take?
Once again, Mr. Lee, good morning. The budgets have been served. Mr. President have deposited the budget before the National House of Assembly, and what is now remaining is just for them to give what I may call the assent from the House of Assembly. But you said something here that is quite commendable, and I appreciate what you said. You said it's going to be in a form of figure, just as the other ones we normally see. Well, I must have to tell Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have to bring down what I may call financial expatriates for them to be able to tell you what budget is normally used for.
Why are we bringing financial expatriates?
Good, because
don't we trust ourselves?
They don't. They don't.
Why must we import everything?
They don't. Okay.
We need to import financial.
No, I am not saying importing. We have a lot of financial expatriates here in the country.
Expatriates are
not getting
expatriates are probably
I know, Mr. Lee. Because remember, we are talking about trillions of naira. And before you know what is happening, you can keep on hearing that the money has gone to where nobody's even hearing about what happens to the money. Now, one thing with the National House of Assembly, they cannot do what will not favor them. The reason why they are giving that concept and assent to that particular endorsement, as in the budget that has been given by Mr. President, is because they know that something is going to favor them. But we are not seeing anything. The thing has not any productive links. It's not even meaningful to the lives of an average Nigerian. But the previous ones that we have been hearing both on paper, on national TV and different medias, what life has been able to change the life of the Nigerian. There's nothing like productive measures. No one has able to change the life of an average Nigerian. But what are we saying? What we are all saying is that they should do the needful. I am not in dispute with the governance of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but what I'm saying at the essence is that they should look into the sufferings of the masses and know that the so-called budget that has been presented will be for the upliftment of the standard of living of Nigeria, because every average Nigerian is no more happy. Go to the street of Lagos now, not only the street of Lagos, but the street of Nigeria. Nobody seems to be happy anymore.
Mr. Charles, over 540 billion was allotted for social intervention program. It has to do with poverty alleviation, has to do with grants. Is that not enough?
Yes, it's enough, like you said. But what matters most, is it going to be a paper talk? Is it going to be something that we're going to match actions with their words, or with actions? They can only say that for almost how many trillion naira has been deposited to social welfare. How will you be able to see such social welfare in the lives of the meaningful Nigerians? It's all about saying it. I am not in dispute with whatever the president is doing, but what I'm saying, what I'm countering, is that you stop telling us stories. Match your action with your words so that we begin to see the level in which infrastructural facilities have been mentioned in the lives of an average Nigerian. So I think whatever amount of money that has been deposited by the Senate or the president himself for social welfare is not a problem. But what matters most, how will you be able to put such money into the life of an average Nigerian so that every average Nigerian will be very, very boastful that the budget that has been served actually was meant to uplift the standard of living of every average Nigerian. But that's my take.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you.
Mr. Law.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, me. Good morning.
So yesterday, your president presented the fiscal 2024 budget, and in that budget, about 5% of the total budget was allotted for education. Over 5.5% was allotted for, health. We have heard some people saying that this is the most transparent budget that has no padding in it. What do you have to say about it? Do you think it is true that there's no padding in that budget?
No, Tinubu can never do read a budget for Nigeria without padding. There's nothing he cannot do without
words. He has not read any budget before, so what you said.
Nothing ever is transparent with Tinubu. Tinubu's ways are crooked ways. The way that from where he comes into power is an illegitimate way, crooked way.
Talking about Lagos Builder.
Lagos Builder, the Igbos, the taxpayers, you and I will build Lagos together. Yoruba taxpayers, the Hausa taxpayers, the German, the fake. We all build Lagos. Without tax, Lagos wouldn't have gone up. And that, don't forget that Lagos was formed in 1967, 56 years ago. Tinubu did not found Lagos. Are you listening to me? So if somebody is taking credit for Lagos State, what is happening in this metropolitan city of Lagos? Such a person is just dancing a dance of shame. And it is a global shame to tell the whole world to, enroll his name or, write his name on the Guinness Book of Record. When the lizard fell from the tree, do you know what he did? The lizard looked right, the lizard looked left and said, I am Odogu, a warrior. Because he has not seen anybody to praise him, praise it. So, Tinubu asking us to remember him, Guinness Book of Record. No, it's not a lizard. I'm using a radio. So this time around, see, let me tell you, it is a global shame. It has exhumed another ghost of international shame on Nigerians that they are saying this budget, this next year expenditure is not padded. It's like they don't know whom Tinubu is. They are still riveted in, what do you call it? Gullibility, intimidation. Nigerians are totally intimidated. Nigeria is gone. We are drifting backward more. Let me tell you, I'm the last person that will say Buhari regime is better than Tinubu regime. I vowed not to say that. I know who I am. Both of them are global chains. Look at Tinubu. Tinubu is borrowing and is going to borrow to Nigeria, borrow for Nigeria expenditure to poverty. If Obi borrows, we will see what he's borrowing for. If Tinubu borrows, he's sharing the money, using the money to pay salaries. You don't know?
Obi will not pay salaries.
Or listen, Obi would have, those people, they are lucky. What is holding Nigeria is very strong. See, had it been Obi was made Nigerian president this last February, okay, if you made 1,000 naira, you'll be dancing in your family. Naira will bounce back. See, let me tell you, Obi is an economic magician. Obi is a management expert. Are you listening to me? So let me talk on the budget. The budget is for the salary. The budget is to service.
The trillion you are saying now is
Use the money to service debt. Tinubu has borrowed until all of us become useless. Nigerians, our economy, our currency, everything about us is valueless now.
But Mr. Ralph, our debt servicing is an obligation.
Thank you so much.
This is not the handling of President Bola.
Thank you so much. You are not borrowing into productivity. You are borrowing into consumption. If you are a producer and you borrow, you invest it on what? Industrialization. But you are borrowing into what? Servicing of debts. Nigeria has become a borrowing nation. We borrow from IMF, Germany, China, everywhere, every day we borrow. We are trying to borrow into doom. In fact, Nigeria is economically doomed. Are you listening to me? Be borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Nigeria is going and sorrowing. Nigeria is going and borrowing. One day, Nigeria will cry and talk to Tinubu. Nigeria itself, I don't mean Nigerians. Nigeria will become what? A laughing stock.
Mr. Rapp, what can this man do for you to believe in him?
I will never ever believe a man who can never be a good man. I don't believe worthless eggs, worthless men. I will never. I can never compromise. Don't you know this since we are here? I can't compromise. When I see what is good, I will say this is good. When I see a bird that quacks, I will call it a dog. A bird that hoots is owl. So you want me to believe in Tinubu? Did I vote Tinubu? I didn't vote for Tinubu. Did Yoruba vote for Tinubu? Yoruba didn't. So why should you force me to like him? I'm not a fool. I know somebody that will just come now. Me, good morning. Tinubu has done well. No, myself. My name is Ralph. I am myself. I don't believe any bad person.
What about in the next 3 years? We start seeing positive changes.
If I see changes in Nigeria, I will give God all the glory that God has begun to manifest His glory in Nigeria. I will never comment Tinubu. I will never. Okay? N-E-V-E-R. I will never.
Thank you very much.
N-E-V-E-R. I will never. Thank you so much.
yeah, I'm ready, Jerry.
Mr. Kule, good morning.
Yeah, morning. How are you doing, man?
Well, I'm doing fine. Yesterday, your President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented a budget for the year 2024, and in that budget, commentators have come out to say that this appeared to be the best budget since the return to democracy.
Yeah.
They said that in that budget, about 5.5% was allotted for education, and about 5.6% was allotted for health sector. You know, so, and also some people said that this budget is bereft of burden. Now, do you believe this president can actually, deliver on this budget?
Yeah.
Or will it just be another presentation and at the end of the day, they loot it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't even know this president that came today. A lot of them don't know its antecedent. A lot of them doesn't even know where it's coming from. A lot of them they cannot give you clear autobiography of the president that is in power now, because a lot of them are deformed. They were still in village when Tinubu was in active politics. They were still in village. I have to tell you that. I don't know where they were in 1992 when there was a transition from the military to the civilians. And I keep saying that I don't like engaging with deformed people. I have to just go straight to what I know about things that are happening in this country. And we've been in this country for a while. No matter the age we have, we've been right from the cradles. We've been monitoring what is going on. And some elements will not just come overnight and start disrupting the progress of this country. And I will tell you, the budget of the president, which is a handful on health and education. An healthy nation will be a productive nation. An informed nation will be a productive nation. So those two key places in Hampo is budget on, those two key sectors, I think I can concur with him on that. So Nigeria needs to be educated. Nigerian citizens need to be educated. What we are witnessing now with agitation, with all these things, is through the lack of education. People who are not well informed. If people who are well informed, they will not be agitating, or they will not be cheating from other side, from the divide side, which is the government side. Because the government there are the ones that are dividing us, and this is a renewed hope that the president wants to give us, that we youth, we should have a renewed thinking, a renewed hope. And let's give him a chance, like I'm giving him a chance for the refinery that is going to start working. That's the Port Harcourt refinery. I'm giving him a chance on that. So since that deadline is to us, if they cannot meet it again, that is when they will now see my own vampire say, I will start going after the president. That you don't want to.
The opposition is calling the legislative arm of government to reject the opposition, which is the PDP and the Obedient family. They are calling the legislative arm of government to reject that budget, because that budget, they claim that it is false, it is strangulating, and it is deceitful. A fan of Obi who just spoke to me right now said that Tinubu is a crooked man and nothing good can come out of him. Atiku also said that the legislative arms, which are the senators and the House of Reps, must do everything in their power to reject that budget, because that budget, as it were, will only strangulate Nigerians. Do you think this is how opposition should be played in democracy?
Let me start from the character that you said came here that said that's his own opinion. They are poison-minded people already. Obi has poisoned their mind, and there's nothing good that can come if it is not Obi. And the way they are going through it is like a tribal, is like an ethnic, is like a diverse way they are going. If it is not Obi, it can never be anybody. And I've been witnessing the election in this country right from 1992. I still repeat it, right from 1992, when my uncle would take me in the car to go and vote. I was not eligible to vote then, but I was monitoring what was going on there. Shagari era. How many of them are alive? How many of them are active during Shagari era? First, Second Republic, how many of them? So when you are dealing with deformed people, you don't need to start arguing, because she will get size. You get what I'm saying? So all these people, when they are even talking on your channel, you should wake them up that they lack information. They lack information, and they are deformed of information. And a deformed citizen, is a deformed citizen in a deformed nation has no say. You get what I'm saying? And the way it is now, I'm waiting for the budget of Renew Hope, and the budget of Renew Hope has been submitted to the Senate, chambers, right? To the Yellow chambers. And the Yellow chambers now are the ones to work on it. To that, hitting the ground running. And why I'm saying this, that the Yellow chamber has a very important role to play. They are the monitor, they are the watchdog of all these ministries. They are the watchdogs of the president. They can call the president to order. They can call any minister to order. They can sanction any minister. So once your National Assembly is active, you will have a very, very sound and productive budget. Or if your the National Assembly started normal, I'll still embark on that normal bribe taking like the previous ones. Nothing will work, because there won't be anybody to checkmate the ministries that are in charge of all this. I can say that they're the rolling wheel of the budget, because they are the ones that will implement it. Different budgets of different what's it called, parastatal ministerial, ministries. They are the ones to implement it. So when you hold the National Assembly responsible and being the watchdog of all these ministries, I mean, you're good to go. Once the National Assembly are doing their diligent work, they are good to. I mean, the nation is good to go because they want to checkmate every one of them that is not in tune with what the president is preaching, right? So I mean, it's as simple as ABC.
Thank you, Mr. Kule. Thank you for having your time. So Felix, good morning.
Morning, sir. Well done, sir.
So the opposition party are calling for a revoke, as a matter of fact, a rejection of the budget presented by the president, which is titled Renewed Hope Budget.
Well,
what do you have to say about this?
Well, first and foremost, the president is not the one that wrote the budget. The budget aggregated from various ministries. The Aso Rock also have their own budget. And I'm quite surprised why some of the political parties, if you want to criticize the budget, you have to look at education. What is their budget? How does it influence the common man in the street? The security, what are the budget? How does it influence the common man in the distance? Objecting the budget or objecting it does not solve the problem we're having on ground. If you want to play an opposition, a good and a critical opposition, that you should be able to look at, get the analysis of the budget and begin to say, this ministry spent, last year they spent this amount, this year they spent this amount. Let us have a full distance. And I want to say that in the Senate, in the House of Assembly, there are people that are Labour Party, there are people that are PDP member, there are APC member. When it comes to scrutinizing the budget, they no longer look at party level any longer. They look at what they will benefit their own pockets. So we shouldn't heap all the problem on the president. The president has only brought, the president has the constitutional demands that the budget of each ministry has been submitted. So he has submitted it to the House of Assembly, to the Senate. The Senate now is left for the Senate to do their normal scrutiny, normal calling each ministry to come and defend what they are presented as budget. It is too early to begin to criticize or kill the budget. This is too early. Please, the first 6 months of Tinubu is not a good one. Everybody knows it's not a good one. Let us look at what he wants to do to turn around Nigeria, which I know we are working together.
Felix, what do you mean is first 6 months? The first international countries and countries commending for taking those bold steps, those two critical policies. I mean, we have seen global firms commend the president, but here you are saying that 6 months have been bad.
The 6 months of President Tinubu is one of the worst. You understand? It's affecting. Listen, it's affecting all the Nigerians. It's affecting all the Nigerians. It's affecting the Yorubas. It's affecting the Edo. It's affecting the Igbos. It's affecting everybody. I will tell you that people are turning to schedule promise. Like this man by my side now, he used to smile very well. Look at what this APC government has done to Nigerian people. There is no hope any longer.
Anyway, I thank God for today. I thank God for Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Are you not enjoying it?
I'm enjoying the young man. And I'm very, very happy for the young man. Yes, I love that. Anyway, I believe that this young man will do something when time comes.
Who is the young man?
Our president. Because he's a very young now. So if you look at him now, you go look at the young man that's looking under 18.
But why are you talking with two? You are talking with two-sided mouth.
Huh? See, do you know why I blame Edo people? Una don't know where they belong. Una be bad. You know what color also bad. You know they for up, they know they for down. You remember the time he was agitating for obedience? I know you very well with your glass, your face, your shoe. I know you. I have never for once supported the. I'm a PDP member to the court. Everybody can testify here. I'm a PDP member. So some people are quarreling with me. I say this is a tata in politics. I stand to be corrected. Anyway,
I
know you very well. I know you in everywhere you go. See, listen. You see this man. I thank God that some citizens of Nigerians are testifying concerning Japan.
Obi is not Tinubu is not God. That's why.
Let Obi go home. Tinubu continue where you. In fact, 2027, Tinubu is going to enter.
Mr. Ne,
I love the young man. I love the man.
there are issues. There are issues with it. You can't come here and talk from both sides. When he sees his people, he supports them. I stand to be corrected on this platform. Is that this government, the first 6 months, has scored below, has scored below 30. So I want to say this: that those that are advising Mr. President, those that are advising Mr. President, they are not doing well. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. And I want to tell you this.
What they're supposed to do? Tell me.
My humble take is this: is that
Yes.
we have to move the country forward.
Are you not obedient?
I want see from the beginning. I never supposed.
Yes or no?
Now ask them.
Really?
From the beginning,
Are you supporting Tinubu?
I never supposed to. See, I'm a Japan man.
And you like what's happening?
Yes.
Why?
Because from the John the Baptist, the Bible said the kingdom of God is suffering by violence. From the day of the John the Baptist, he said the kingdom of God suffered by violence. Nigeria never wake up. They are still dreaming. It's dreaming. You see this country? If this country don't have any division, there's nothing like a peace in this country.
No,
they will never have peace. Never. And let me tell you see National Assembly. Now they're assembling their family, assembling their home, assembling their pockets. It's not for you. Budget is not for you. It's for them. Collected the budget.
Now many Biafra senators in the Senate now. What are these people saying?
Let them go home. They need to go home.
I don't know why these people are not going to one.
It's not Abuja, it's their father's land.
There are peoples.
No, court of collection, Oga. Yes, they have. Mention them. But Oga, listen. Oga, don't deceive
How
yourself.
did you
Oga, listen.
Is it not an Igbo man?
Oga, don't deceive yourself.
Is it not an Igbo man?
Hello, sir. Let's stop putting sand in my mouth. I'm still on the line, please.
You interrupted my space, please.
No.
You interrupted my space. You interrupted my space.